they got the money.
And
And they got
I think you keep your holders happy to some degree. Anyway, RTFKT, Artifact, has put out a small tweet thread about their 2023 journey, about their plans. This was put out, on the 23rd of Jan, so about 4 days ago. So they've said here this year we are all on a journey where we focus on our foundations, core collections, creating and making the future happen, powered by interactive storytelling, leading to the release of a Project Animus and a major in real life event at the end of the year. Slower, better, together. The Artifact team's effort is focused on quality, creating new experiences, and they've put in brackets rtfkt.com, a huge revamp in the works, inventory, etc., for clones, creators, and the ecosystem. Quality is the motto, focusing on what we love and do best. Physicals, shipping next-gen connected physical products and continuing to work with Nike and partners to innovate in the world, merging products and experiences. This is the year we are going to see a lot of RTFKT in the wild. Eggs, as we start to reveal more about the lure of the Animus and the community participates in the story, you'll discover some of the insane work going into the next gen digital collectible IP. So that's the eggs. And partnerships, they will accelerate the future with dope partners and having some exciting new ones to announce. Pod burning. So this I think actually happened. The campaign to Exodus, is starting from tomorrow. It's the key moment for the journey to start. No mint, you choose what to do. Details on how it works over here. And interactive storytelling. Offline and online will continue to innovate our community into the law. Everything connects, but first you need to be ready to go on a journey together. Buckle up for the Exodus. I hope you're ready for this year.
And what are your thoughts on it? Because you're the big Artifact fan.
Yeah, I mean, I think that you don't want to know what I think. I think that eggs are very cheap at the moment. I think that clones are incredibly cheap. If only ETH was $1,000, I would be buying more and more and more and more and more. I mean, their storytelling is just.
Oh, hold on, your audio just cut out.
Yeah, it's because of this. Can you hear now?
Yep, not the video, but I can hear your voice.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just showing you the graphics on this. I mean, look at the quality of what they're doing on a consistent basis. They've got huge resources. They've got a very successful Web2 brand, and they've proven themselves to be, builders in Web3 space as well. If there is an example of a Web2 brand that has done well in Web3, it is Nike. They made $70 or $80 million last year on their physicals alone. They are one of the most, if not the most successful. I think they're the most successful Web2 company to come into Web3. Yes, they've made mistakes, and the floor price is showing that now. But they're not going to give up, and there's too much at stake. They've got proof of concept that they can make a lot of good money if they do this well. And they were very quick to come out, admit their mistakes, and say that they're rectifying them. And I believe them. So I'm as bullish as always. He also, in a separate tweet, said that they are going to be doing things a bit slower. And that's what he means here by saying quality and with more input from the community. So they have heard. I think they did learn from what happened end of last year with everything. And I think now they've taken that on board and they're not rushing things out without getting community input. And now all of a sudden the floor's sitting in nothing because nothing's happened yet this year. So, they can't win if they do and they can't win if they don't. But long term, they will win. And that's my feeling on it.
Probably. I like CloneX, and like I said, I always say this every time we bring up CloneX. I'm a fucking Metaverse Maxi fam. Y'all already know I'm a Metaverse Maxi. It's in my fucking Twitter bio now because I'm making more gaming content. So I said Metaverse Gaming Maxi just to make it known that I am interested in that stuff for when new people find me. But I'm a Metaverse Maxi, and of all the projects that I see so far, CloneX is pretty much at the top for like what I could see roaming around in the metaverse. As far as like when I think of metaverse, what projects come to mind as like the most capable / could be in there and I see some kind of legitimacy to it. CloneX has already worked towards that. Some of the animations and trailers that come out are really sick. I have no idea how much work and like if they're even working towards like interoperability within a metaverse or if that's years away still. But as far as what they've come out with, it reminds me of Ready Player One. It makes me really excited. It doesn't make me excited enough to spend 5 Ethereum to join it, but it's still really cool. And I think if they ever drop, no, I maybe it's cheap in the grand scheme of things, but to buy into a project, maybe to flip for sure. But for me, who I just want to like be part of a brand that's cool, I'd be more interested in like a secondary collection, just because that's like easier to trade back and forth. It's probably more profits,
but I'm saying if you wanted a long-term NFT, would you rather have would you rather have a Clone X or Doodles? If someone was giving it to you, forget the floor price.
Doodles.
Really, hey?
Wow. I would if I was being given one to hold because I fuck with the brand.
So hold you can't sell it for 5 years.
Yeah. I just don't like. I don't have any emotional tie to Clone X at all. Like I like them and I think they're cool, but I would flip it. Like if I had a Clone X that was given to me, or I bought it at
which one? The question. Let me rephrase the question. In 5 years, will Doodles be worth more or Clone X?
Their Genesis. Oh man, I think Clone X would probably be. Ah, fuck. I feel like Clone X maybe would be worth more, but oh man, that's actually really hard. I don't particularly love either one, but I think Doodles has given me FOMO with all their animations and stuff they always put out. With Clone X, I feel like Clone X for me is more of like a question of which suit I'm gonna wear. Like when I look at Clone X, I think of like if I'm gonna go into the metaverse and I need a suit, it would look like that kind of thing. And I think that's why it makes me excited. But I don't particularly, because it's the only one. I'm not particularly like that interested, I guess, because I think when the metaverse is closer, there will be a lot of projects and a lot of trailers and things that are very similar to the clones. And the art just doesn't speak to me. So maybe that's why. Like I just believe in branding and I believe in like the digital identity that you have. I don't know, man. That was tough. I would like to see what other people think about the clones. I just think they just look so robotic. They're so like AI and robotic that I don't feel the personality / connection that I would feel if I had like a pudgy penguin or something.
Genex now could separate from Clone X, couldn't they? That's my concern. No, they can't. So Artifact purchased Clone X, and Artifact is Nike's Web3 sort of division. So yes, there is Swoosh coming, which they have said that Clone X holders will get benefits from, which we're actually going to look at. We'll jump to it now. Just looking at the floor has gone up a little bit on the eggs, because in that thing he mentioned that it was going to be the next thing that they work on would be the egg drop. So yeah, there has been an increase over here. It was 0.73 and it's now 0.82. So there has been a slight increase in the last couple of days. Let's just jump over here. So I don't know if you saw this, Kate, but Nike.Swoosh released on Polygon. So this is Nike. This is separate to Artifact. This is Nike's flagship Web3 venture.
I'm in this. Do you know I have one?
What did you get?
I have a Nike Swoosh NFT. Like I got it because I'm a holder of Katie, who's one of the main girls at Ledger. But I bought her NFT project way before she was at Ledger. And if you're one of her holders, she spoke at an event and Nike Swoosh approached her and said, "Hey, we loved what you said." And then they ended up talking and they struck a deal. And so she was able to get first, basically beta experience for any of her holders that responded within like 24 hours. So I literally just texted her. I was like, "Yo, is this for real?" And she was like, "Yeah." So I got instant access and I minted it like that day. And it's just sitting in my wallet now. It's pretty cool.
So what is the floor price on them?
Oh, that's the thing. It's not. It's like they're literally just like sitting in. It's not like in an open sea. It's like on their Nike Swoosh website. It's the only place I can see it. And I don't think it's meant to be traded. Like it's my name. It's like K.Swoosh or something, I think. But it's one of those things you just get access to it. For me though, like again, I pretty much don't have a trading mentality towards NFTs first. So like for that, it's just cool to be part of that early and just to see what that's like. There's nothing there right now is the thing. Like I had a couple of reporters approach me from like Morning Brew. and they're like, "Yo, I saw your tweet about Nike Swoosh." He goes, "Nobody knows anything about it. Like, can you tell me anything?" And I was like, "No." He was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Bro, there's literally nothing to say. Like, it's just the NFT." And then nothing else on the page. Like, there's nothing to. He's like, "No, like, just book a call, like 10 minutes, and like no more." And I was like, "No, you don't understand. There is nothing on this page that I could tell you about. Nothing. It's just a card with my name on it, but there's nothing left. Like, they just started."
How shit is this, bro? .swoosh is not available in your location.
Oh, damn.
It's not fair. Even you asked me the other day about my Twitter Blue. It's not available in South Africa. You cannot apply for Twitter
just
Blue.
Fucking move to Seattle, man. No big deal. Just pick up and go. You know,
no problem. Next week's show, it's gonna be me. You'll see my wife and 3 children sleeping behind Cade.
They're in the
bean bag. I mean, just come to Seattle. Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna work. All right,
I stopped sleeping in there, by the way.
Good. It's not good for your back. I told you.
Yeah, I know.
Keep an eye on Nike.swoosh for us. And if anything sort of happens, let me know, because I can't even get into it here. But I do know that it's Nike's mass adoption drive into sort of Web3. So it's going to allow anyone to be able to buy digital collectibles under the Nike brand, so digital Nike shoes and things like that. It's going to be different collections than what you are seeing through CloneX, and it is going to be interesting to see what benefits, if any, CloneX holders or Artifact holders get from it.
I'm gonna take a screenshot of what the page looks like and just.
You can just share your screen. Just say present.
Oh, I can share my screen.
Yeah.
Oh
There's
shit!
a thing there that says present.
You're right. Okay, let me let it load. Let me log in real quick, and I'll share my screen when it's ready.
All right. So yeah, interesting. I still like the CloneX because I was going to say I still like the play of buying an egg, but I like all the plays. Sure. You guys know it. I'm not going to carry on about it. I'm obviously biased. But yeah, we have seen the floor of eggs go up slightly, but we haven't seen the floor of the clones really move much. If anything, they've gone down.